Throughout the world, millions of quality shoes are thrown away every year. However, those shoes can be reused and protect people from a parasitic flea called jiggers.
An internet-based campaign initiated by a Taiwanese has been sending unwanted secondhand shoes, clothes, and bags from Taiwan to rural areas in Africa. Over the past 5 years, they have sent over millions of pairs of shoes. Formosa News spoke to the founders of the organization to learn more.
The volunteers take each pair of shoes out of the box, making sure they are wearable. Then they sort them into different bags. Lastly, they seal the bag and the shoes are ready to go into the shipping container. After these shoes are sorted and packaged, they are sent to Kenya and other parts of Africa. All these discarded shoes, clothes, and bags in the warehouse will be donated to Africa. 2 containers are sent to Africa every month. Many children in Kenya must walk barefoot between 2 and 4 hours to attend school. Many cannot afford shoes. Therefore, these used shoes from Taiwan can help protect locals, especially children, from a bug called jiggers. Millions of feet are infected with jiggers in many countries of East Africa. Yang Youren, inspired by his father-in-law, a retired Canadian missionary, launched an online campaign, Old Shoes Save Lives. Since 2014, they have received at least 2 million shoes and have sent them all to African countries such as Kenya and Uganda.
My father-in-law first built a school there, so a lot of kids, they have problems with jiggers, which is basically a parasite that will bury themselves into their feet from walking on the dirt road. So they will start lay eggs, suck their bloods, and then the whole legs will get infested. If it's severe, you might need amputation or life-threatening situation. Door opened up where we can do something for the people, the villages in Kenya, and it turned into something bigger than what we thought it would. And even later on, we expand to different countries. It's because of that concept where if there's something that we can do, let's go do it.
I know that we won't be able to change everybody's life, but if we can help some people to change their life, that they can become leaders in their community. And we do our part, but there's also people in Kenya, there's churches in Kenya, there's pastors in Kenya, there's other organizations that we're all doing little bits and pieces to help these people. It's really cool to see, to be able to go a few years later and see the people that you met before and how their life has changed.
If you're interested in donating, children's shoes, closed-toed shoes, and sneakers are welcome, while high heels, winter boots, or even wooden clogs are not. Besides the Old Shoes Save Lives initiative, Yang later launched a non-government organization called Step 30 International Ministries, where volunteers help out with projects like drilling wells and building education and medical centers in Africa.
We should do prevention too. So we started doing educations on hygiene. We started having nurses on the ground teaching them, and then we started building those medical kind of educational centers. And I think ultimately that's what's going to help them, because poverty, the thing about poverty is everything is interconnected. You cannot solve one aspect of it and expecting their life is going to be better. So you kind of have to tackle all different areas.
We come from Taiwan.
Besides providing shoes, the containers that are used to transport shoes will be turned into a container school, providing education for children in Africa.
We teach them to use even recycled clothing.
In addition, Yang's wife, Kara Remley, and her mother have also created a project to teach African women how to make reusable sanitary pads.
Really, we just saw that a lot of the girls they couldn't go to school because they didn't have sanitary pads. We would teach them how to cut it, how to sew it. Then they, of course, turn it inside out, and then we teach them how to hygienically use it.
20, we're looking into selecting more villages. You know, with the project that we're talking about, village transformation, which we selected a village. We want to provide them clean water, education, food, and medical care. I hope to select 2 or 3 more so we can work with them in the next 5 or 10 years.
Yang and Remley hope to encourage more people under the age of 30 to become involved in humanitarian aid work and help more people in the world. Formosa News, Stephanie Yang, Huang Yanchen, Cai Chen Yu, Lin Taoyuan.